Yo, what's good, boys? It's Max here, back with another video. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I got some like whitening strips on my teeth. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to level up every aspect of our lives, but today I'm gonna be breaking down price. There was an A+ setup and also a super interesting situation that I want to discuss, which basically, if you're like a trader, based on price action and you're not implementing time, you would have taken this loss, which I'm about to go over. So right here, I'm going to discuss exactly my perspective on the trades that occurred today, and how to avoid a potential loss in the future, and how to only take the trades out of gaps that actually deliver. So, right, starting off the bat, once again, we're bullish into the day. We can see price is respecting bullish gaps right here. Respecting bullish gaps. And what are we doing? Disrespecting bearish gaps. Once again, disrespecting bearish gaps with the closure over. So going into market open, right, obviously we are bullish into the day. Let's break it down to where market actually opens. Once again, boys, I fucking slept through this shit today, bro. I woke up about like 7 a.m., bro. Dude, I don't even know how the fuck that happened, bro. I like woke up. I was like, all right, yo, Licky, like, give me 10 minutes real quick. Bro, I just fucking sent my shit back. Didn't wake up till fucking 7. Crazy work. I didn't sleep too well last night, so that's probably why. Got to get my sleep schedule back in order, but yeah, that's pretty fucked. I'm going to try to make this recap quick, by the way. So yeah, into market open. Right, we had a pretty basic AMD formation occur. So what do I mean by that? Basically, we have this gap below with a protected low. So we have a low inside the gap, like that. Right, we can see price starts accumulating, forming an accumulation. Price comes down right here. We have a manipulation. And then after the manipulation, which is in this wick right here, after sweeping out the low within a bullish 1 hour PD rate gap, right, we're going to expect a distribution towards the upside. Pretty easy. Easy ass stuff. To break it down, right, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Boom. Right here. Bang. Bang. Why does this happen? Because we have limit orders below here. We have stops below here. We have a lot of liquidity resting below here. After an accumulation period, right, a lot of liquidity resting in this area right here. Price comes down, seeks liquidity. What does it also do? Interact with a fair value gap, which is a bullish imbalance. Then from here, you look for an entry to where push us higher. Why would we look to go higher? Why wouldn't we look to go down? Because the overall high time frame is bullish. So yeah, there you go, boys. That is the explanation right there. I'm going to drop it down here now to the 1 minute to go over the potential entries for the day, kind of what occurred, what you guys could have taken, etc., etc. So yeah, market is opening here. Right, I'm going to first go over market open. We can see right when market opens, what do? We just chop up and down, up and down. So from this current point, we don't exactly have a direction on where market's likely to go. We're still in this consolidation period. In order for us to have a direction, we want to see if price wants to seek draws to the downside, or, right off the bat, wants to seek drawn liquidities towards the upside. So there's two scenarios right off the bat. We just rip up, take out the draw, and then go higher or have a reversal, or come down, sweep out that low, which is the most optimal scenario, giving us the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then catching an. I'll go over the 1 minute. So we see price comes down, right? Okay, so we come down. This is a trade I saw so many people take on Instagram, and it's brutally a bad setup. Brutally bad. All right, now I'm going to have to defend that claim because a lot of people that took the setup think it's good. Number one, why would you take the setup? Because we have an AMD. We have a tap into the 1 hour sweeping that protected low. Price off the open has generated LR. Once again, LR generation here. Boom, boom. We then come down. What do? Inverses gap. So price has gone down. We have a 1 minute inversion out of an hourly gap. What else do we have? We have an unfilled 5 minute right here. Like that. So yeah, that's that. So, right, the entry basically a lot of people took is taking along there, stop loss there, take profit like a 1-to-1 at the unfilled 5. Now, why is this bad? Why did this setup lose? The reason why the setup lost is because discretionary wise, when you start to trade a lot more inversions, you're going to see like basically time plays a huge role in whether the inversion plays out or not. So we're giving an entry at 643 and the next 50-minute candle, which I'll pop up here. Yes, this is the current 50-minute candle, right? We open, go higher, then go lower, then put in a wick and look to go higher. So the next 50-minute candle is about to open right here at 645. When this next 50-minute candle opens here, we can go up like this, right? What tends to happen is that this next candle forms a small wick and then will distribute, right? That's one thing to look for. The second thing to look for is that that next 50-minute candle, what it does is it comes down, manipulates right here below the lows, and then, right, that means that the 50-minute candle is in a time discount. We have an inversion, and then from here we distribute, right? So we have kind of an AMD boom boom on the 50-minute PO3, right? Something to keep in mind here. So with us closing here, having that next 50-minute candle open in 2 minutes, this is a risky entry because from this point, price has a high likelihood that this is going to add to the LR in the move, and this next 50-minute candle is going to actively manipulate these lows, go into a time discount, and then deliver us higher. That's one thing. That's the reason why I wouldn't take this trade right here. Another reason why I wouldn't take this trade is just due to the fact that that 50-minute candle opens, and let's say, for instance, we do want to distribute higher. After the 50-minute candle prints, I'll just wait for an inversion of the 5-minute, and I'm totally cool playing an inversion of the 5-minute here if we decide to distribute right away. So that's where my headspace would be at. Right, you see, boom, that 50-minute candle opens, right? This setup starts to fail. The 50-minute candle puts in that wick, boom, that wick right there. From this point, you'd look for an internal stop hunt right here, like that. Price comes down, right? Takes everyone out. Then right here, we got a 30-second version aligned with also an SMT. So you can see this low right here. With that low, boom, gave an SMT. So that's a bullish signature in price. We have an SMT with a stop hunt within a high time frame gap with LR above, with an unfilled 5 above, with a high time frame narrative, with a 30-second version right here, which I'll showcase. This looks like this. 30-second, boom. So your entry is right there. Stop loss at the lows, right? Once again, we have an SMT. And your take profit, where's the 5-minute on that candle? So right there. So that's an easy 2.3 risk to reward. Easy fucking money. You go break even. These internal highs right here. So it'd go up, go break even. Boom, chop around. Takes it to the unfilled 5. This is the setup of the day. Easily the setup of the day. If you're trading today and didn't take the setup, I don't know what to tell you. I just wish I was trading today. But yeah, once again, my accounts are in drawdown because I took one loss, which was right here. I took that loss last week on February, and I got a new set of evals. So I went on the wrong tab. I had to cut that out. But this is a trade I 100% would have taken. This sucks I wasn't able to. Because I fucking wake up at 7 a.m. when the move already happened. But yeah, then you take your entry, right? Boom, boom. Easy setup, and then after this, day's basically done. You get the fuck off the charts. If you miss this shit, you get the fuck off the charts. Like, why the fuck are you trading this bullshit? Like, Get the fuck off the charts. But yeah, that was price action today. Sorry I had to cut this shit a couple times, bro. I fucking clicked on the wrong tab, exposed my shit. But yeah, I'm going to catch you on the next one. If you're new here, leave a like, subscribe. Any questions, leave them down below. Super interesting today. A lot of people took a loss in the setup. I personally would have taken a win only. And that's, you can call it hindsight. I don't give a fuck. This is the way I think. This is the way I trade. I'll fucking show you this shit again tomorrow. Fuck you for saying that. I'm playing. I love you always. But yeah, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace out. Later.